everyone! Welcome to Crits and Knits. This is our third episode, and we had, a little bit of yarn barf to untangle, but we're here now, and glad to see everyone who's waited around patiently for us. It's been 2 weeks, man.
4 for some of us.
4, yes.
It's okay. Knees were bad. That's all.
It happens. That happens when you get old. Your knees just sort of give out and you have to call the healer. It's okay.
Yeah.
So, let's start out by talking about our knitting, because that's what we do. Who wants to go first? Do I need to make you roll for it?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, roll for it.
I literally have no dice out. What am I rolling?
Of course not. Just
A
roll me a 20.
D4? A 20. Oh, okay.
Roll me a
hold
20.
up.
6.
All right.
Do I need to do worse or better than a 6?
I have a 5.
Okay.
This does not look good for tonight, honestly. But, okay.
All the bad rolls out
18.
now.
18. Okay, and you know what? I guess
No.
I'll roll 2.
19.
19. I got a 10. So, DB, you get to go first.
Perfect. So I put the Kino Knits thing aside for now because I told my mother that I would finish her a scarf that I started in December.
Oh.
And what you know what it is, Danny? It's
I do.
the advent calendar scarf.
Oh, you're gonna finish that before you switch back to Kino?
Yeah, don't judge me. Actually, I'm not gonna finish it, but I wanted to get farther in.
Okay.
But I am currently, let's see, 6 days in. It looks like this.
Ooh.
It's
On the
rather
6th
big.
day.
On the 6th day, it was yellow with pink and white.
Nice.
And I keep having to restart the Kino Knits pattern too, because I
Oh.
either knit too tight or I miscount or some random thing. And I needed something that was not like brain heavy with
Yeah,
so
that makes
much
sense.
going on.
Sometimes you
And
need
this
a
is-
simple pattern.
Yeah, and this is a very simple pattern. It's basically knit, and then like knit 2 together and
Okay.
then stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
But this is all of the colors for this this scarf is supposed to be themed around Harry Potter. So.
Ah.
You know, I got, speaking of Harry Potter, I really gotta say that, like,
Excuse me.
having the Dumbledore battle hyped up for like 25 years and there's 2 old guys, like, slapping each other behind a gray background, real anticlimactic for me. But
Wait, what?
Did it release?
no, it didn't release, but I mean, like, that's the trailer. Like, the trailer's like, this big gray background, and they're just...
Yeah, the trailer just gave me more questions, which I suppose is the point of a trailer, but
I mean,
Yeah,
my
but-
question is, that background, really? That's my question.
I don't think that's probably not the final background if we're completely honest.
I read a spoiler, like, leaked script version, and I'm just like, I'm glad I tapped out of this.
Oh no.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Oh, the
Fantastic
Crimes of,
Beast.
no, it's not the Crimes of Grindelwald this
Oh.
time. What is it this time?
I don't know. I mean,
Fantastic Beeps and Where to Peep Them.
Yes, that's
Fan-
it.
fantastic
Okay.
turfs and where to dunk them. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped following quite some time
yeah,
ago.
I just, I saw the trailer and I'm like, man, that Crits Knits is better than this. Like, we got a bunch of old people and you're like, Dumbledore, I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
Well, yep.
Yep, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I too have had issues with counting and knitting. So I have been working on, choices were made.
Okay.
That's never a good thing, Danny.
I think I mentioned last time that I had signed up for test knitting.
Ooh, yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
how's that going?
Well, numbers are hard. So I will show, I have done several more rows on the Cape Town Protea, but it's at the point where it's just going to get more big. More big. That's I talk.
Listen, no one said that we knew how to do math or words, so...
But we're playing D&D. We have to do both. It's important. They're both key.
Sometimes, though.
But, like, it's not doing anything else patterny. Like, it's just growing at this point. So, there's just the one lace section, and I have worked past that now. But that's ideal for the yarn that I'm working with, because I am using that hand spun, so it's not like 100 grams are 400 yards. It's 100 grams is, I don't know, I think I got like 480-ish yards when I measured it, but it's kind of thick and thin-ish because it's hand spun. So this pattern is designed to use any amount of yarn. So you can have a smaller skein or a larger skein and it all works out, which is why I chose it for this hand spun. So
I think mine is 2, kind of.
Yeah. Yours is a flexible one.
Yeah. Thank God.
One of the test knits that I am doing is another Kino Knits pattern. And she said I could share it, so I am working on her step in socks. And I'm making cousin socks. And I made a choice to knit them 2 at a time. I always knit my socks 2 at a time because I get second sock syndrome really bad. And Ernest is giving us that look because Ernest doesn't knit socks yet, so he doesn't know what it is. So second sock syndrome is basically when you knit the first sock and then you look at the fact that you have to cast on a second sock and do exactly the same thing all over again and say, shit. And you don't.
So, like, I fucked up trying to switch colors this week, and, like, now, so, like, you're like, I always knit, 2 socks at a time because of, reasons.
Yeah,
I'm
that's witchcraft to me.
I'm just like, well, all right. Yeah.
It took some time to figure out how to do it. The first time I did it was such a hot mess. I spent most of my time untangling the 2 balls of yarn. It was a hot mess, but I have been doing it for probably 10 years now, 2 at a time socks. And it works better for me because then I get them done. So the test knit did not call for them to be done 2 at a time. The test knit called for them to be knit just a single sock. But that's not how I do socks. But I've been knitting long enough and I've been doing 2 at a time long enough and I've been test knitting enough that I'm confident that I can give good notes even though I'm doing 2 at the same time. So there's this really cool heel, and I'm not going to give away any of the secret sauce. It's just a gusset and a heel flap. And those words will make sense if you're a sock knitter, and if you're not, that's okay too. But the way the sock works is when you cast on from the toe, you knit the toe, and you have to increase to get to the size of the foot because you knit smaller at the toe. And then you knit part of the foot, and then you knit these gussets to fit over your heel because that part where your heel and your ankle and stuff is bigger. So you put in more stitches to get over that. And then you do the heel stuff. Well, you can see that I have 2 different colors happening at the heel, and that's per the pattern, and it's lovely. But because I'm doing 2 at a time, and I'm using the same colors for both of them, I ended up having 4 strands of yarn coming off of my knitting, and I was knitting from the inside and the outside of 2 balls of yarn. And before I got to the heel part, I forgot how to count.
Oh no.
And I was 2 stitches short, but I didn't realize it till I got to, like, almost done the heel flap. Actually, I was done the heel flap. I'm like, uh-oh, I'm missing 2 stitches. The math doesn't work out. So I went back and thought, okay, let me just go count how many stitches I have. Oh, I messed up back down here because I counted wrong. So I had to pull out all of the heel of both socks, because of course I was doing it 2 at a time, with 4 sets of yarn coming off of the socks.
Jesus.
I almost cried at the thought of doing it, and I put it off until the weekend where I could sit down and keep the dogs off my lap and spend like a good 2 hours with just piles of yarn on my lap, because I knew that once I started pulling it out, if I had to stop and move it, it was going to get super tangled. So I'm like, nope, we're not doing anything. I'm going to eat some breakfast. I'm going to make sure I've got like drinks nearby, but not too many. And I'm going to sit and I'm going to pull this all out, and then I'm going to knit it all again. And I did. And I love them. They're turning out really pretty, and I'm excited about them. But that was my little trip to the frog pond this weekend.
Jeez.
But that's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. And, you know, I'm getting close to being done a cute pair of socks. Knitting is fun. E, you're up next.
I thought Rachel was next, or Dragonbait was next.
No, she went
I already
first.
did mine. I did went first.
Oh, I can't count either, apparently.
Math is hard.
Yeah. Oh, Ready Namco, it's called frogging because you have to rip it, rip it, rip it.
Yeah.
Knitters are funny. Or we think we're funny, at least.
I have success, if you will. We're getting there.
So pretty.
That's so pretty.
I'm stoked. So I had to do the heel like 2 or 3 times because I also can't count when knitting, and either gained or lost a stitch somewhere, so it was 1 off, and I'm like, I could probably get away with it, but then I was like, no, let's do this right because people are watching.
Yep.
But
That's
yes,
fair.
I've finally gotten past all the difficult bits.
Ooh.
You can't really see, but here's the decrease to go into the instep.
Mm.
And it fits. I've tried it.
Excellent.
It fits like a foot glove, which is essentially what a sock is.
Yes.
And now I just have to count my rows till I get to 1 inch before where you want the sock to end, so I can have a nice tapered decrease, and then keep track of those stitches, or rows rather, so that my socks match.
Yes.
My
Matching
1 at a
socks.
time socks.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with 1 at a time socks, except for the second sock syndrome.
Yeah. I also had piles and piles of yarn nestled around me because this is, I think I mentioned last week, but this is 3 strands held together, so it was even worse.
Geez.
Yeah, that complicates life a little.
Yeah, especially because I have 2 of them in cakes that I did on my yarn winder, and one's just the skein.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like,
Oopsies.
okay. So I saw on TikTok this thing called carrots that you can do to wind your yarn. Apparently it's for like weaving,
Oh.
and it just like unravels nicely
Oh.
instead of like having to ball it back up and then you're like, which end do I pull from?
Right.
If you're still working it, you can do this carrot technique and it just comes off nicely instead of a blob.
I've never heard of this, and now I want to go look it up. So,
I'll see if I can find the TikTok.
that would be
Yes.
lovely.
That's all I got.
Ernest, what you got?
Okay, so I tried to swap colors this week, and I ended up basically having to unravel, and I have
Oh.
this basically.
Oh, sweetie.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm hot shit. I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. I'm gonna switch cut.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I was hot. I was not hot. I mean, I am hot, but like not at knitting yet. So, but yeah, I was trying to do something like, you know, new to me, and it was
Very new.
very new. So I'm going to be working on, fixing my mistake there. And, just like Erasmus, is not the best knitter in the group, but he tries.
That's what matters.
That's
is
all
that
that
you're
matters.
trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danny,
Yes.
do you want to tell them the story about our adventure in Georgia?
Well, so DB came down to Georgia, and
Looking for a soul to steal, Avi.
clearly, and we decided we were going to meet up, and we chose a city that.
Oh, no, not we, you.
Okay, I chose a city that was in between where she was staying and where I live, because it felt more appropriate for both of us to travel for like an hour and a half than for someone to do 3 hours each way, So, I used the Google to find a park because it was nice weather. So we thought, we'll just, we'll grab something from a drive-through or takeout or whatever and have like a picnic lunch in a park so that we don't have to worry about, doing the restaurant thing and all of that.
Pandemic stuff.
Pandemic related baloney. So yeah, we met at this park that I found on the internet. The internet that lies. It doesn't lie, it obscures the truth. The internet intentionally took photos of this park with the sign just neatly placed. It looked like a little park that has this really pretty little covered patio area with picnic benches. There's a little stage and some fairy lights. I'm like, this looks like a nice little place to have a picnic. We get there. You know what was behind the sign? A cemetery. We had lunch at a cemetery. Next to a cemetery.
Maybe that was a common thing back in the olden days.
But the thing is the park is very new looking.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
really some of the graves look newer as well, but there's some like older stuff closer. So the thing is though, is we were my girlfriend and I drove out there just to see like, oh, is the park open? Like where would we park and everything? And I called Danny. And I go, did you mean for this to be in a cemetery? And I get hysterical laughter from her.
It's such a good thing that I wasn't the one driving. My husband was driving.
I'm so glad you weren't either. And
that was not the plan. I did not plan for us to have lunch.
No, it wasn't the plan, but it was very funny. And then we watched a guy dig a grave, but put his truck behind his, like, the digger thing, so that if the thing fell over, it would hit the truck and not, like, straight onto the ground. And I'm like...
Yep. Choices were made.
Choices were made.
But we had lunch together, so, that was nice.
We did have lunch together. It was very funny, though. Like, because I was like... because the thing is when you even, like, were driving there, you see, like, the churches and everything, and there's an itty-bitty sign on the other side of the road that says, the park this way, and we're like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then we drive up and we're like...
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The final lunch.
I was like...
But I went back and I looked at the photos, and yeah, the photo was very carefully composed so that the sign was covering all of the graves, all of the headstones. Like,
that's crazy.
I feel like I need to leave a review somehow, but there wasn't a place to leave a review. It was just because it was just like a Google search.
A park.
A park. I'm like, okay, well, the park says that it's open and it has places to eat. Okay.
It was like almost 2 whole sides just covered in graves.
That reminds me of like the MapQuest era of getting directions.
Yeah.
Like my friends and I would say, oh, it's MapQuest because it sends you on legit quest. Like we,
Yep.
Like we tried to get directions for MapQuest to go to some place. I don't remember what the hell it was now, and we tried to go, and we got lost using the exact directions. And then there's this old guy at the end of his driveway who happened to be there fixing his car. It's like, oh yeah, that's wrong. You gotta go this way, and then the other way. Then you gotta make a turn around here. And we're like, man, that was like an NPC. We are on a quest right now to find this place.
That's awesome. Luckily, we didn't run into any graveyard NPCs. That would have been a little creepy.
Oh.
It had potential to be a problem.
I mean, we kind of did.
We didn't talk to any of them.
We didn't talk to him, but we definitely watched him work.
Well, yeah, because he had a digging machine. Digging machines are always cool to watch.
Yeah, everybody likes diggers, from toddlers to old people.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Yep.
I have found the carrot video.
Oh,
Excellent.
yay.
Now, if only I can figure out how to share it.
You can probably...
Perhaps like that. There we go. Think I got it.
Excellent. Oh, no.
Oh,
not
gosh
in chat
dang it, I
because
forgot.
Adam won't let us have permission. You gotta
Drop
fix
it in
so
the
we can-
Discord.
Yeah, drop it in the Crits and Knits channel.
Yes,
Majestic
you
Goose
should
Discord.
join our Crits and Knits channel in the Majestic Goose Discord.
Yes, you should. We are lovely folk. And then you'll see...
And
there's,
you can
like,
see that
the
tutorial.
carrot. Exactly. And maybe I'll try and find pictures of the cemetery lunch place.
Gotta think of a weird place to have lunch for GooseCon.
Yes. We'll have to find an equally impressive location.
There are many museums nearby. There was like a museum of signs.
Museum of Signs.
The sign museum, yes.
Okay.
Not that I was looking or anything.
Oh no.
All right, cool. Yeah,
We're not at
sounds
all
good.
interested in things to do, of course.
Yeah, I also have to find an equally rank drink to drink with Adam because I'm not doing dirty doos.
No.
No one wants to do dirty doos with Adam.
The good news is we all seem to have our own preferred beverage, so, you know.
Oh yeah, my drink that no one wants to drink is gin.
Okay. See, I do the root beer vodka float thing, so that works for me. Look, that's what I did for Laurenpour. It was tasty. It worked.
I had a bottle and a half of wine.
That also was effective.
Yeah. After I tapped out on dirty doos, I decided just to drink beer.
Probably for
Probably
the
a better
best.
idea.
Okay. Anyone have any other adventures in knitting that, No, that's good. We like just regular knitting. Adventuring knitting gets a little scary sometimes. But just a reminder to everyone that we are featuring Kino Knits as our featured designer for this arc of Crits and Knits. So check her out at kinoknits.com. And if you want to purchase any of her patterns, you can use the code Crits and Knits, all written out, for 25% off her patterns. You can get them on her website and on Ravelry, and I forget the name of the other place that she has them, but she links to them from her website. So check those out. Her I think they're called step-in socks, the ones that I'm testing now, should be out shortly. And she is also running a knit-along with Knitty Joe. They're doing Head to Toe with Kino and Joe, I think is what they're calling it. And it's a year-long knit-along where you are knitting different things to cover you from head to toe. So the first part of the year that they're still on is hats, or heads, sorry. So hats, things like that.
Okay.
So if you choose one of her hat patterns or one of the hat patterns from Knitty Joe, you can be entered for prizes and things. We all like prizes, right? Yeah. Some people like prizes. I like prizes. So...
Yes, I like prizes. I was counting again.
Counting is hard. It's important to not be shouting out numbers while people are counting. That is why D&D is sometimes a little bit hard to knit to, she says, with advanced or past knowledge of that. So we are going to take just a moment to switch over, get ourselves ready for some adventuring. So great time to take a minute if you want to grab a beverage, and we will be back in just a minute or two. So, who wants to tell me what happened last time on Crits and Knits?
Well, last time on Crits and Knits, there were some trolls, see? And they were mighty ornery. And I yelled at them, said hey, and we started a little thing, and I said, hey, what you doing over there in the bushes there? And one of us had to go. That was you. One of us had to go. They called Nellitha, and they had fallen down and couldn't get back up. Bad knees, bad knees, bad knees. And turns out that fighting is hard. There was a lot of spell casting and a lot of we'll call them mishaps, playful mishaps, friendly fire. Some of it actually was fire and ice. And let's see here. And then I went and got pie. No, that was the other day. Oh no, I didn't get pie that time. Anyway, so the afterwards, we managed to beat these trolls, hook or crook. It was rough. Owen got bit a lot in the back. God, left a tooth in him, real bad. And we sat down, took a rest by some rocks, because it was we're not spring chickens anymore. At least I'm not. Maybe our paladin is. They barely got hit. I got slapped in the face, bit. Owen got bit. Paladin's fine. Classic. And then we just reminisced for a while about the old days and how things aren't the way they used to be, in life and in our own bodies. And we still got a ways to go up this mountain.
You do.
Now we're waiting on the return of our plucky rogue. Yeah.
So yes, you are all sitting at this little, relatively comfortable campsite. You do have the stench of dead troll sort of wafting towards you occasionally, which is not the most pleasant thing. But you have used your mentholated rub to try and relieve some of those muscles. Unfortunately, Isolt really is feeling the effects of that fight. She had that incredible tower shield that really did keep her from taking any damage at all. But it has been a few years since she wielded that thing at the same time as a sword, and she has cranked something in her back and is feeling it. And she's sitting there playing with that necklace, trying to decide, is it enough pain to call Shayla? When, poof, Shayla comes back, along with Nellitha, whose knees are feeling much better now. And Isolt looks over, feels a bit of relief and says, I could use some assistance. And Shayla gives a bit of a sigh. All right, let's go. And wraps an arm around Isolt and disappears. But you now have Nellitha back. Nellitha, as you take a look around, you do notice the two hunks of troll on the ground. One of them seems to be somewhat severed in half almost. And your friends sitting on some logs around the remains of a campfire. It looks like it hasn't been burning in a while, but they're sitting there and trying to recover.
Glad to see you're not dead.
Oh, yeah, we're not dead, not yet.
Do you need any, healing potions? I seem to have taken those with me.
Oh no, I'll be all right. Just need to just catch a wink before we get up the mountain. You know,
All right.
be up that rock or dragon.
Right. Still a rock or a dragon.
Actually, we made a bet while you
You
weren't
made a
here.
bet.
Yeah, so I'm betting it's a rock. 100 gold on it being a
Okay.
rock.
Can I bet that it's neither?
I mean, I guess ain't no bookie here to stop you.
Now I'll put 100 gold on neither a rock nor a dragon.
All right.
I will continue to abstain.
Oh, you're not betting?
Not with this one.
Is he just that good?
No comment.
Mm.
So it is early afternoon. Well, not quite so early anymore. You did take about an hour to rest. So those of you who did participate in combat, you do get the advantages of a short rest. I believe
Yay.
Gonna spend some of these hit dice.
that is
Get this-
absolutely an option.
HP back.
Is there anything else you would like to do while you are sitting in this area where the trolls had been?
Burn the trolls.
Okay. Sure.
Yep.
How are you planning to do that?
I have one spell.
Oh, okay.
I have Firebolt as a cantrip.
Okay.
So I'm gonna burn the trolls with Firebolt.
Okay. You burn the trolls with Firebolt. And soon there is nothing but a scorched pile of ash where there used to be sort of gooey piles of troll.
Gross.
All right. What would you like to do next?
Shall I scout ahead again?
Probably wise if there are things like
Undead
undead trolls roaming about.
Sure. Yeah, I'll start going up the trail before everybody else.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okay. Do I need to roll you a stealth as well?
If you're being stealthy, then yes. If you're trying to be stealthy.
Of course I am.
All right.
Stealth is a 23.
All right.
Perception is a 17.
Okay. You spend some time scouting ahead. You are nice and silent. You do make a few sounds because nature is just all over the place. You can't completely avoid it, but you don't seem to draw any excessive attention to yourself. You do notice, as you get a little bit further up, there are quite a few pebbles laying across the path as you move further on up. Roll me an insight.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, insight. 15.
You haven't spent a lot of time in the mountains, but you're pretty sure that, the path that you've been following so far, while it is a rock path, it's not covered in lots of little pebbles. You think it's a little bit odd.
Okay. Do the pebbles lead anywhere else, like off the path?
As you are looking at them, there seem to be more and more of them as you look further up the path, and they seem to be coming sort of from the east. They're not just on the path, they're sort of splayed off the path as well. Are you going to continue? Are you going to go back to the rest of the group? What's...
I will wait until they get a little closer, and then I will come down and tell them what I saw before I go closer to the east.
Okay. The rest of you, are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just trusting that there's nothing until your rogue tells you there's something?
Yeah, and not particularly trying to be quiet.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no stealth here.
Okay. So you get closer, and you do see Nellitha sort of standing in the path.
Did you find something?
Odd pebbles leading to the east. I didn't want to get too far ahead without telling you that.
See, this is why I don't bet with Raz, because he's going to say, oh, look, it was a rock after all.
I don't think that has anything to do with a rock.
Well, let's take a look at these pebbles in the path. Maybe they mean something.
All right. So if you're looking at the pebbles, I'd like you to roll me an investigation to start.
Sure. $17.
Okay. You see the same thing. There are a few pebbles, and then as the path goes on, there get to be more and more, and there seem to be more coming from the east. Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
14.
There's something tickle in the back of your brain. You feel like you should know a thing about these rocks, but you can't quite put your finger on it yet.
Are these just like random little rocks, or is it like little stacks, like irritating trail people do?
No, it's not like the trail people. It's like someone dumped a box of rocks and they sort of scattered.
Okay.
Something about these rocks. Damn.
Like that sort of pattern of scattering where they are a little bit further out the further away they are from the source. If anyone else would like to take a look and roll a survival check.
I'll give it a go. 13.
You also can't quite put your finger on it. You haven't spent a lot of time in the mountains.
6.
You're all going to think on it a little bit more as you continue on.
Alright, I'm gonna stealth ahead going towards the rocks.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up a rock.
Okay. What do I want you to roll, DB?
That's always fun.
I would like you to roll me an acrobatics, please.
With these old knees?
Yep.
Just got them fixed.
It is new.
31.
Okay.
Good as new.
Yeah, those knees are doing great. You're quite steady on your feet. But as you are walking on the rocks, you do feel that they're shifting underneath you. You can roll me another survival check.
Okay. 19.
Now that you're walking on them and you feel them sort of shifting underneath you, it sort of pings your memory. There was a time that you'd been in the mountains before, and you're pretty sure that that this sort of rock formation with the rocks sort of sliding down is a sign of a rock slide.
I will look. Can I still see my two buddies?
Have you guys been staying close?
Yeah.
Trying to.
Yeah, then you
Trying
can
to keep
turn around
up
and
with
see them.
Wonder Knees.
I'll head back to them a little bit and go, okay, so these rocks, these pebbles are familiar because there was a rock slide.
Oh.
Yeah, so we need to be careful that we don't run into that some more.
Yeah, saw you do that little flippy thing up there. They give you extra collagen?
Yes, exactly.
Does it look like it's rained recently? That would maybe cause this?
Go ahead and roll me investigation. You're looking around to see any signs of rain.
18.
You don't see anything that indicates that there would have been a heavy rain. You know that it had sort of sprinkled a couple days ago in town, and you don't have any reason to believe that there was anything heavier here in the mountains. There's not like big trails of water cascading down. Everything looks actually fairly dry. I mean, the plants don't look unhealthy, but it doesn't look like the ground is soaked. You're not feeling it squishing beneath your feet.
I pull up my spyglass again and try to look up the mountain, see if I can see anything.
Okay. What did we say that was? Was that investigation or perception?
Yeah,
I feel like it was investigation.
yeah, it's investigation.
Okay, go ahead and roll that for me.
$19.
Okay. You still see the smoke from near the top of the mountain. And you see the same flying thing. A little bit closer, but, you know, still could be a rock, could be a dragon. But it seems to be a little bit more towards the east side of the mountain.
Came off the mountain. Yeah, alright. Well, that thing probably caused a rock slide.
Or the rock slide could have caused this to that thing. Maybe it woke it up.
Maybe it's unrelated.
I mean, that ain't dramatic enough. These things have a beat to them, you know. I mean, yeah, what you said might be true. It could have woken it up, you know. A lot of things get woken up,
All the time.
like you know, you got woken up.
Am I an odd thing?
I mean,
Wow.
look, I mean, like, you've been around for like what, 200-300 years now? 5?
Something like that. No.
Yeah,
5? Absolutely not.
it's a lot.
Okay. And your point is?
I ain't got one.
So I'm an odd one because I'm an elf? Is that what we're getting at?
I mean, I'm not trying to say that, you know. I mean, maybe that's just that's just the Harper's getting to me. She talks all that mess. Elf this, elf that, humans la 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 this.
I think you're the odd one in this group.
I will not disagree.
No, that ain't true. Nah.
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna gonna go ahead and see what I can find, and I will be back, I guess.
You guess? Hold on, wait, you can't just leave. Wait, what?
I start stealthing away.
Okay, go ahead and I need a stealth roll.
Natural 20, so 32.
Okay, and if you are continuing on the path, I need you to make another acrobatics.
No, Owen, between you and me, I think that elf's wearing makeup. I think she's pretending to be old, get some benefits, perks.
All right, next stream we come across, we push her in.
Oh damn, Owen! All right.
I mean, not to drown her, to like wash her off a bit.
Oh! I mean, that got dark really fast.
Fantasy Jesus, what were you thinking?
I thought that maybe you had a grudge, and I was gonna assist you with it or something. I mean, you know, yeah.
Okay.
27.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
27.
Okay, yeah, you can walk on the rocks. You don't fall over. It's probably a good half mile of like crushed rock. As you hit sort of the center portion, there are some bigger stones in amongst the smaller bits. And it looks like it has sort of gone further across the path. To the point where you're not 100% sure you're actually on the path right now. You're just walking on top of this pile of rubble. I need both Erasmus and Owen to make acrobatics checks as you are also trying to get across this.
40.
Acrobatics checks. So that's right.
Hey, dirty 20.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's see here. That looks like a 5 flat. Acrobatics. They don't teach you that in wizard fight school.
Clearly they don't. So, Owen, you have no problems picking your way across the rocks. Erasmus, on the other hand, you wipe out.
Oh, Rez.
Ah.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just the rock moved. That's all.
Would you like some help?
Yeah. Let me just get on up here. Going up. Oh, now I'm all wet.
Why?
I thought the rocks were like.
No, they're just loose pebbles.
No, it's dry. There was no sign of rain.
All right, well, now
Did Erasmus piss himself? What are we talking about?
I thought maybe he landed on one of his mega shakes.
Yeah, yeah, probably on the mega shake. You know what? But presentation didn't happen.
It's fine. Everything's good.
Anyway, yeah. So we're fine, and I'm up, and let's get going.
All right. So it's a bit of a challenge to get across this rock slide, apparently. But you do eventually sort of get to the other side of it. Like I said, it's about a half mile of walking across this loose gravel and loose pebbles. Nellitha, you're leading the way still. I need you to make me a survival check to see if you can find your way back to the path.
19.
All right. I forget that you guys are very skilled.
Are
It
you
works out well.
disappointed that we're doing well?
No, it just means that there are fewer things for me to throw at you. I'm just crossing stuff off the list. You're not running into that. You're not having this problem. It's fine.
I'm sorry that my knees were just bionically better after I got back from town.
It's that magic medicine. It works.
All the
It
extra
says
collagen.
bionic knees.
There you go. Bionic knees.
$6 million elf.
I think she's fooling us. She's just trying to get that Buckeye card, get that good breakfast. Mm-hmm. Cheating.
Hey, whatever it takes, man. But yeah, you are able to find the path when it comes out on the other side of this rock slide. You've been following paths for quite a while. You understand where to look for things, so it's not a big deal for you. So you're able to lead the others safely across this rock slide. Well, mostly. Erasmus has a little bit of hurt pride, but nothing the bit of prestidigitation won't hide. So you are back on the path. As you are moving further up the mountain, there are fewer and fewer trees. It's getting to be a little bit chillier, but not a whole lot because, quite frankly, even with your fantastic knees, you're still not a spring chicken. Not moving at the pace that you might have the 100 or so years ago. And you do have your other two friends to keep in track too.
The ones that were plotting to kill me.
You didn't hear any of that, though.
I know. That's why I wasn't a character.
So you are continuing on. It's getting later into the evening. The sun is starting to set. What are you planning to do for the evening?
Well, my eyes aren't what they used to be, so we should probably make camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there like a clearing off to like the side of the trail that we could like hopefully kind of hide our like little camping ground?
When you say hide the camping ground, I pull out this box. I'm like, oh, we trying to hide. Never mind.
What's in the box?
Oh, just something I want off a wizard card game.
What is it?
Just a little fortress thing. Just press a little button. But
can other things get inside of it, or can we just get inside of it ourselves and make sure nothing else comes in?
Let's see here. Let me look at the instructions. So he pulls out the box. It's like a 1-inch like metal cube, and he pulls out a yellow piece of parchment with some like scrawled instructions on it. And he looks back and forth. Yeah, I won this thing off of a wizard named Eldenrithy. We were playing poker, and he basically ran out of money, but he was mad. He wanted to get his money back. I mean, it'd be hard for him to get in.
Okay.
But it's like 30 feet in the air. Is that 20 feet?
30 feet in the air?
No, I mean like it's 30 feet. Oh, could you read that? He like put it in Owen's face.
What am I reading?
Yeah, it's an ancient fortress, so it's like 20 feet on a side and 30 feet high with arrow slits in the battlement. Like it's.
I relay that.
All right. Sure. If we can, I guess, sleep in there.
Yeah, very nice.
Okay.
How do we get in if it's 30 feet in the air?
Well, no, it's like you put it on the ground, and then we should probably back up.
Oh.
Back up.
Yeah, so I put it on the ground, and I press the little button, and I back up. And a fortress that is a square tower that is 20 feet on the side and 30 feet high, with arrow slits on all sides and a battlement at the top, kind of just appears.
Oh.
Holy shit, it
Goodness.
worked. This is kind of noticeable.
Well, that's why I thought we were trying to hide. So I mean, that's why I didn't do it. But then you asked me about it, so I mean, I figured.
I didn't know what you had. I mean, it would be safer than sleeping out in the open, but also kind of.
A lot.
A lot.
I mean, it's only look. It's not like like a magnificent mansion or nothing like that. Just a little fortress thing. Just a. I just put it away.
No, I mean, Owen, what do you think?
How far would it be to backtrack into the trees a bit? Or they're just fewer trees, but it's still forested?
If you wanted to get back into the really forested area, you'd have to go back onto the other side of the rock slide.
Oh.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
So I feel like we just stay in this thing tonight, right? And if we run into problems, we won't use it again.
All right.
Yeah.
It's already set up.
Does it come with central heating?
Or beds.
Beds?
Let's see here. Let's see here. Got ladders and trapdoors. Some beds.
Oh,
All right,
beds.
I'm
yeah,
sold.
I mean, yeah, if there's beds, then yeah, not sleeping on the fucking ground, that's for sure.
All right, yeah. I mean, I sleep on the ground. My back hurts.
Yeah, it doesn't do well.
Your
for
back
sciatica.
hurts!
I mean, yeah,
What?
look,
What's
not,
wrong
not,
with your back?
I mean,
Not bitten by a fucking undead troll!
I mean, it ain't worse than your
Ew.
back. I mean, it's just saying my back also hurts.
We should probably have people keep watch tonight. I will take the first one because I wasn't horrifically maimed by old, horrible trolls. Undead trolls. I don't know. I didn't really see what they were before I had to bippity boppity out.
All right. So first watch goes to Nellitha.
Is there like an opening up top, Ernest, of this thing where I could sit up and
Yes,
watch out? Okay.
there's a trap door that leads to the roof, and you can look out from the roof from the battlement.
Awesome, I'll do that.
Okay. So during your first watch.
Oh wait, I'm such a fucking idiot. I should be doing watch after because I only need 4 hours of sleep. Because I'm an elf.
Oh, so somebody take first watch and then you do the rest of the night?
Yeah.
I have goggles of night vision.
All right.
Owen pops on his goggles and keeps first watch.
Okay. I would like you to make me a perception check.
Okay, Ooh, I have a +7 to perception, so hopefully things go well. Things went well, 21.
All right. All right. So you do have your goggles. Did that give you any advantage on top of your regular perception, or just negates the
I think
darkness?
it's just dark vision. Let
Okay.
me look here. While wearing these dark lenses, you have dark vision out to a range of 60 feet. If you already have dark vision, wearing the goggles increases this range by an additional 60 feet. So I can see 60 feet.
Okay. So as you are looking out in the night, it's fairly quiet. You do still see the smoke rising in the distance. You hear the sounds of nature. Nothing too concerning to you. You do see a small rabbit sniffing around the base of the tower before it hops off further down the path. It's actually sort of going in the same direction that you had been traveling. But aside from that, nothing at all of interest goes on during your watch.
Okay, cool.
Nellitha,
Yes.
I assume you will relieve Owen, send him to bed.
Yes, after my 4 hours of trance.
All right.
Nothing to report, just a singular rabbit.
Oh, fun. At night? Okay.
Owen kind of shrugs, like, I don't know, from buns, like.
Okay. All right, I guess, go to sleep, and I will take the rest of the watch.
All right, good luck.
Hope I don't need it, but thank you.
All right, and I would like you to make a perception check as well. And you do have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I have dark vision up to 60 feet. That would be a 28.
All right. You also notice the smoke still above in the mountain doing its thing, being smoky. You hear a very distant screech. You can't really make out what it was that made that noise, but you feel like you can probably assume that it's the rock or dragon that you are in pursuit of. You don't see anything else unusual. There are more sounds of the forest. Well, sounds of the not quite a forest anymore. But nothing else unusual happens during your watch. The sun begins to rise. And it seems that nothing has noticed the tower that popped up on the side of the mountain. Not as far as you can tell, at least. I don't know how your spell ends, Erasmus. I don't know if it just...
Oh, it's the button or a command word, like
Okay.
in the morning, just, poof, and then it's back to being a 1-inch cube.
But it's not
As
one
long
of
as-
those that will
as
just
long
knock
as
you out or anything.
Yeah, as long as it's empty. It's not a spell, it's just a magic item. It's one of the magic
Okay.
items.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, I wouldn't dare try to cast something like this. Blow myself up.
I'll climb back down inside after the sun is up.
Okay. So are you doing anything in particular this morning, or are you just going to get back on the road? On the path?
Breakfast and tea.
I bust out a ration.
Yeah.
All right. So you were able to fashion some sort of a breakfast out of the rations that you have. If you brought tea, you are welcome to try to figure out how to make tea in this tower. I don't know if the tower comes with a stove.
No, it's not that fancy. It's just good for
sleeping.
For sleeping in, and I guess if I was really mean, trying to open up on people because people can you can make people make a dexterity save to get away from it as it expands, but that's about it.
Okay. It could be a weapon. All right.
Could be a weapon, but other than that, it's a tower.
Okay.
A big gaudy tower that somebody probably saw.
It's fine. We're fine. Obviously.
All right. So you managed to cobble together some breakfast, something close to breakfast, and ready to be on your way, I assume?
Yep.
Okay. You do start heading back up the path, heading up the mountain. This is your second day of traveling up the mountain. And, it's not the easiest of travels, but you're making it. Go ahead and roll me another stealth to see if you are able to be silent.
27.
So if you were to roll a 1, what would your stealth be?
If I were to roll a 1, my stealth would be a 13.
Okay. So it is still worth it to have you roll. Okay.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there comes a point where,
So the thing is like, if I rolled a 1, that's just a failure.
Well, yes.
If I rolled a 2, it would be a 14. So like, it's still kind of good, but not the
But
best.
not perfect. So, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I rolled a 15 on the die.
Okay, yeah, you're fine. You are nice and stealthy. I assume you're searching ahead again.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and roll me perception to see if you notice anything.
Okay, perception. 19.
Okay. You do hear the sound of running water. Probably about noonish or so. You hear the sound of running water off to the west. And you know that there is a river that runs down the mountain. The path had sort of led away from it for a while, but you believe that you're leaning back towards it again.
Okay. I'm going to stay on the path, but
Okay.
I will point out to my friends who I am assuming are close-ish to be like, hey, there's a river over there.
Oh, that's completely uninteresting and not noteworthy.
Oh, I didn't know if you needed to fill like your cantina or anything like that.
Oh, maybe. Do you?
I'll shake my maybe a little bit.
Allow me to escort you.
Okay.
And I wink at Erasmus. Raz, do you need to fill your canteen?
Yeah, all that tea, gotta fill it back up.
All right. So you begin making your way towards the river.
Do they seem suspicious? I'm very worried.
Suspicious.
Let's
Don't be suspicious.
I would like the two of you to roll deception rolls, please.
Those two?
Yep.
Do you want me to roll anything?
I would like you to roll an insight.
Okay, well that's a not as good.
24.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
19.
You think Erasmus is being a little bit odd.
Okay.
How odd is that?
More odd than normal, apparently. Oh, all right. So I'm gonna, I guess, go fill my canteen.
It takes you probably a half hour to get to the river.
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
It's.
I thought it was closer.
No, you had started hearing it, so it's a ways off.
If we take the trail, does it look like it curves towards it? Maybe.
You think that if you stayed on the trail, it would eventually get closer to the river, but you're not entirely sure because you can't see too far up the trail.
That's fair. Okay. Knowing that, do we want to take the half hour to get to the river?
There'll be other rivers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm not that desperate
Keep
for water in my
going,
canteen.
Keep going up the trail then.
All right, up the trail. It's a little bit then. It's getting to be a little bit past midday. I don't know if you plan to stop to take a rest. If you want to just continue pushing on.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, keep on keeping on.
Man, we didn't find any trolls today, so yet. So
That's fair, yeah.
All right. I would like everyone to make me perception rolls for the second portion of your day.
Mm.
13.
All right. 7.
10.
Okay.
Why?
Because I rolled a 3, my dear.
No. I'm so sorry. I'm looking at the chat.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't think we do that, so bite me.
Did he redeem for it?
It
No,
doesn't
he
look
just
like
redeemed
it.
for the honk, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Nellitha.
Oh.
Because I said so. Okay, Johnny. Nellitha, I would like you to roll me... Oh, crap. I'm going to call it the wrong thing because I forget which version of D&D I'm playing right now. No, I didn't. Okay, I would like you to roll me a nature check, please.
Oh, I'm not naturous.
Ain't natural.
That is a 19.
Okay. Well, you notice as you are walking, there are some small critters around. Little squirrels and chipmunks and things. As you're getting a little bit further down the path, you notice one squirrel that is not right. I mean, you're not a nature person, but you've been around long enough that that you can tell that this particular squirrel is not right.
What's not right about, like, the way it's acting or the way it looks?
A little bit of both.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Must be Erasmus, the squirrel.
Oh my god, I was gonna make that joke. What is it doing?
It seems to be having trouble moving. If squirrels got drunk, you might think it was drunk. But
Go
ahead.
Can I get closer to it?
Certainly.
Okay, I'm gonna
Go ahead and roll me... Let's go with investigation as you get closer and you're looking
sneak
at it.
closer. Okay. Investigation.
And you said you're sneaking?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to scare the squirrel away.
Go ahead and roll a stealth, too.
So that is... Sorry. I can't math. 15 for the investigation.
Okay.
And 20 for the stealth.
Okay, so you don't scare off the squirrel.
Okay.
As you get closer, it kind of reminds you of the way those trolls were moving earlier.
Oh no. Can I catch it?
You can try.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
How are you going to catch it?
I have a bag.
Okay.
It's technically a bag of holding, so...
Make me an unarmed attack.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's not terrible, but... Oh, that's a nat 1. So that is awful.
So you go to catch this squirrel.
Mhm.
You have your bag ready. And as you're coming down, it notices.
Oh, shit.
And actually lunges at you.
Oh, shit! And I pull the bag in front of me so it lunges into the bag.
What's your AC?
16.
The good news is that it doesn't manage to bite you. However, it does manage to get itself tangled in your hair.
Oh my god, how is that possible? My hair is so short!
Well, it's grabbed on.
Oh fuck, I pull it off.
Okay. Are you just grabbing it with your bare hands?
I don't know what else I would do with it.
Okay, roll me let's do a grapple here. Roll a strength check.
Okay, strength check, huh?
I don't... Where do I even find squirrel stats?
That's another nat 1.
Do we hear any of this commotion?
Yes, because that stealth is gone now.
Yeah, fuck! No!
Um,
Get it off of me!
Run over
Oh,
and just see you
Jesus.
battling
Yeah.
with a squirrel. Like, uh,
let me see if I can find.
That dice is not going to be used for the rest of the night.
Okay. So as you go to grab it, it is going to try to attack and bite you.
Oh, what a shit.
I'm sorry, what was your AC again? 16, you said?
16, yes.
The bite does hit.
Oh, God.
He bites your finger.
Ow.
For 4 damage.
Ooh.
Little fuck.
just hit him with the paper. Just hit him with the paper. Get him.
I'm gonna try and get this thing off of me again.
Okay, go ahead and we'll do the grapple again.
Oh, good. That is an 18.
Yes, that definitely beats his 4.
I'm gonna throw this bitch to the ground.
Make an attack roll. Because you're
Just an unarmed?
just unarmed, yeah. Because you're throwing it
Okay.
to the ground. You're using the squirrel as a weapon against itself.
19.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and do your damage.
It's 2 for an unarmed attack.
Okay. Well, the squirrel...
I'm sure it kills it because it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
fucking squirrel.
It makes a last little squeak that sounds very wrong
Ah,
and stops moving.
Gods above, what was wrong with that thing?
it seemed
And the
kind...
squirrel.
Fuck you. It seemed like it might have been a little undead. Like your troll buddies.
It just seems like a waste. A squirrel? Like,
I mean, so they're kind of cute, so I could kind of see making squirrels undead because people are like, oh, look, cute squirrel. That is
But
exactly
then to just
not what
release
happened.
it, yeah.
Yeah, that is not what happened to me just now. I promise you that.
I don't know. This has to be the necromancer's apprentice's intern, right?
Why are we talking about that again?
Because a squirrel, all my days,
Oh, so the thing in the sky, if it's an undead rock or dragon, does that mean I win?
no, because it's still a rock or a dragon, but it's undead. That's a subtype. We all know that.
I have a bad feeling if we've run into undead trolls and now undead squirrels.
I mean, the worst thing it could possibly be would be like a Dracolich or like
That's the worst.
I mean, if we're talking about undead things, or like a Draco mummy, or a Grisgo, or I mean, there's a ton.
All of these.
But Grisgo's only fly, so I mean, it can't be a Grisgo unless you had a Necrografter.
I Erasmus, I think you need to stop.
You could take dragon wings and
Good
put
luck
Okay,
getting him to
okay.
stop, sweetheart. I've
Oh,
been trying
no.
for 40 years.
Maybe we should just keep going then, and he can fantasize about necromancers in the
Rest.
woods.
Huh? What?
Rest.
What? Hmm?
Moving.
Oh, all right.
Taking off,
All right.
sneaking ahead.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth and a perception again.
Okay. Stealth. 25.
All right.
Perception. 17.
Okay. As you are moving further on, the sound of the water seems to be getting a little bit louder. You think you're getting closer to the river.
Okay.
And it's getting later in the evening, but there's still some sunlight. You've got probably another hour or so of sunlight. And you reach a point where the path does indeed come alongside the river. And then it sort of seems to stop and looks as though it should cross the river. But there is nothing there.
Well. Do we stop here for tonight?
Guess we could, yeah. Oh, you think it's a bodock? Could be a bodock out there, right?
We won't know until we know.
Yeah, so there's no reason to theorize about it.
You're getting yourself all worked up for any number of potential outcomes.
I would like to find another bodock before I kick off. I mean, that'd be nice.
If it's not one, I'll find you one.
I don't go looking for bodocks, because that's like looking for misery. But I mean, we're on the path of undead nonsense.
Oh, well, maybe we worry about it, in the morning. When we're closer to the problem and we can actually see the problem.
I think we're on top of the problem. The whole mountain's the damn problem. We should probably blow it up.
Right. Let's blow up a smoking mountain outside of our home.
I mean, if there's there could be a crypt down there. Did I bring any dynamite?
Oh, Erasmus, maybe not right now.
The morning.
It's the morning problem, I guess, for the three of us.
That's
morning problem.
Tomorrow Erasmus's problem.
Tomorrow Erasmus's problem.
About blowing up the mountain, yeah.
I always have that guy holding the check.
Oh goodness.
Would you like me to fill up your water canteens?
Oh, I'll come down with you.
Okay.
There could be bodocks around.
I look at Erasmus. Would you like me to fill up yours?
I mean,
while you set up the tower?
I mean, it's just a button.
Oh, that's fair.
Come on down. Take a little stroll.
Okay. I'm gonna go down to the river to get water.
Okay.
Owen fakes tripping over something and knocks Nellitha, or tries to knock Nellitha into the water.
Go ahead and make me an unarmed attack.
Okay.
Can I do a dodge thing?
Roll? Well, how do we want to do this?
Oh Lord, it's only a 12.
Roll me a dex.
Dex save?
Yes, a dex save.
Okay.
45 and
No, but it is a 19.
Okay, so you actually catch Owen as he falls into you.
Oh, are you all right?
Oh, yeah. It's more pebbles.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm glad you're not broken.
Mm-hmm.
I help him back up, straighten up, brush him off.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep, I just knock them both in the water.
Oh.
Go ahead and make an unarmed attack.
Like perfect timing. Ha ha!
No.
And the two of you can make dex saves, but with disadvantage because you are not expecting this.
All right, so good thing I'm a strength-based fighter. That is a 22.
Dirty 20 and a 6.
Owen ends up in the water.
I got a 19. No. A 22.
You do not end up in the water.
What the hell was that?
Oh, fuck! Jesus! Whoever that is.
Oh, that damn, Owen. I was just stretching. All right. Well, I go pick up Owen and I try to butt.
Ah,
I
I
try to
am
like,
moving
Don't
away
touch
from
me.
this one.
yeah, like I try to pick up Owen's, like give the little butt scooting to the wall,
No.
like.
nope. Stop.
So you're trying again, Erasmus?
I'm moving away
Yeah,
from
if
the
they
water.
move away, then no, like.
Okay. Okay.
But you know what? This only proves my theory.
All right. All right.
You two are being very weird. What is happening?
We're just trying to relive our youth.
The
That-
air
we
is
don't-
getting thin.
I don't believe you. What is going on?
I'm trying to relive my youth. I ain't got a lot left. Oh wait, let me check inside this bottle here. Nope, not a lot.
Right, I'm gonna move down the stream a little bit to fill my water, and you guys can fill yours here. I walk away.
Yeah, I press it to say Owen, like, Owen, you all right?
Yeah.
At least this is still reliable.
We will have to come up with a plan B.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just dump water on her while she's sleeping.
She doesn't sleep.
I don't. It's a trance.
Elves don't sleep. It's
Well.
like cheating.
Maybe we can get Isolt to do something when she comes back.
Ooh, I bet maybe a soul can just make water from
Ooh.
nothing.
Well, no, we don't want her to make water. That would be bad.
I guess that would. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
All right. So you've filled up your canteens. You've not knocked Nellitha into the river. You've set up the
Shit.
tower. Same arrangements as last night in terms of watch.
I'll take the watch this time. I let Owen sleep.
Okay.
Thanks.
So Erasmus, I need you to give me a perception check, please.
Sure.
And do you have dark vision or something
I
that lets
do.
you see in the dark?
I do not have dark vision.
Do you want to borrow my goggles?
Oh, that'd probably be good. Yeah.
Don't think they require attunement. Let me double check though. They do not.
Oh,
You
good.
can borrow these.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I put on these goggles and I will make my perception check. 16 is the best perception check that I've made all game, all series so far.
All right, all right. So you are looking around. You do again see the smoke coming off the mountain. You see the faint shape flying again a bit more to the east. And that's really it. Until closer to the end of your watch, you do see it's just at the edge of your vision. You can't quite make out what it is, but it's some sort of large-ish animal that has come to the edge of the water, to the edge of the river, and seems to be just having a drink. You think it's maybe a deer, a horse, an elk, something of that vague shape, but you can't really tell what it is because it is just sort of at the edge of that 60 feet that you can see in the dark. But it seems to be an animal coming to get some water and wanders off.
All right. Okay. Uneventful watch.
All right.
I hope.
Nellitha. You go ahead and relieve Erasmus.
Yes. Carefully. They've been very weird tonight.
We just need our pills.
All right. And go ahead and roll me your perception for the evening.
30.
Okay.
Not that double proficiency, yo.
You do again see the
Rogues.
you see the smoke, you see the thing flying, and you also see a couple of animals coming to the river to drink. Some large, some small. Nothing particularly interesting. Roll me. I'm going to call it insight.
Oh, okay. Insight is not better than the other things, Danny.
I know, but I can't think of a better thing for what I want. It's either insight or history.
17.
Okay. You also notice a rabbit that just comes to the edge of the tower and then hops away. And you only notice this because Owen mentioned the rabbit last night.
Can I see it still?
You can see it as it hops away.
Can I shoot it?
You can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot this rabbit.
Okay.
With my my short bow. Oh. 27?
You shoot the rabbit.
Do I need to roll damage?
Yep.
Okay. No, I did. Okay, I thought I rolled the wrong thing. 10 points of damage.
Annihilated.
There is a dead rabbit pinned to the ground with an arrow.
Well, damn.
So yeah, there's that. You've done that.
I have done that.
You have done that.
Did I hear anything happen after I killed it?
Nope.
Okay.
Just the sound of a dying rabbit. I don't know what sound they make. I'm imagining
Oh, it's
not
very
It's
bad.
sad. It's so sad.
Yeah. Don't look it up.
No,
I
don't.
won't. Don't do that. No. Okay, so yes, there is now a deceased rabbit pinned to the ground.
Okay.
The rest of your watch is uneventful.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go get the rabbit in the morning.
Okay.
Does it look like it was undead or anything? Or did I just murder a fucking rabbit?
As far as you can tell, it is just a bunny.
We're eating good this morning.
Something to supplement the rations. All right.
Yep.
Yep. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I made a choice.
You did.
Oh, we've been taking long rests. I can, like, get health back.
Yes, you have been taking long rests. You do get long rests. So morning comes. The sun rises. There are birds singing. Quietly. There aren't too many around because, again, you're getting to the area where there aren't as many trees. There's still some. It's not completely barren yet, but you've got a couple of days to go still before you hit the point where there will be nothing growing. But you are, again, at the edge of the path where it runs into the river. You can see that it picks up on the other side of the river. And if you take a look around, you do see where there are signs that there used to be a bridge, but it is long gone.
How deep does the river look?
Probably 10 to 20 feet. You're not entirely sure.
Ooh.
Is it
Ow.
is it like a rushing river too? It's not like
It is... Yeah, you're far enough down the mountain that it's pretty swift at this point.
Okay. Shit.
However, it is nearly 10 o'clock. So, I think this is going to be a problem for you to solve next time.
Oh, this is 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
Nellitha's problem.
Yeah.
This is future Nellitha's problem.
Okay.
And the good news is,
Awesome.
by then, your friendly neighborhood paladin may have recovered and rejoined you. So you might have an extra...
She will definitely drown
brain
in the
cells.
river if we try to cross it. Heavy armor.
No, it's Tiana. She's loaded down with stuff too. She's gonna have some nonsense.
Yeah.
I just remembered I have a thing.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, good.
I mean,
I have
do you
a
want to
folding
try
boat.
and cross now?
Oh. No, we should wait for Tiana,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that
I'm
note,
like, oh, what do I have that would go in the water? Boat.
Boat will go in the water. Yes, quite successfully, as a matter of fact. So
Oh,
let's, go
I
ahead.
just realized that all of your guys' attacks on me should have been at disadvantage because of one of the items I have.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it didn't work anyway, so.
Why would they have been at disadvantage?
I have the Cloak of Displacement.
And
I
that-
also have a cloak of displacement.
Yeah,
It's pretty nice.
it causes disadvantage because it like warps where you're supposed to be.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you still didn't end up in the river, so you're
Nope.
fine.
I bet
Somebody's
this elf's like 200. Lying to us.
Let's take a minute and tell everyone where they can find us. We will start with... Actually, let's start with Owen this time. With E.
You can find me on Twitter at Holloway, HAUL_AWAY. That's about it. I'm here.
Yay!
Watch the podcast next Wednesday.
Excellent. Let's go up to Erasmus.
Hey everybody, I play Erasmus. My name's Hollow Invective. You can find me on Twitter at Hollow Invective. You can also find me here every other Wednesday, or you can catch the podcast. Or you can find me on Doom Clock, which is wrapping up soon. You can find Danny and I on Doom Clock, which is wrapping up soon. Which means that we definitely need other stuff to do, because we definitely are not overloaded with stuff.
We might have some plans. It's fine. We might have thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's it.
Okay. And Nellitha.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, you sit back, relax.
Take
I
a
gotta
drink.
Yes. Hi, I'm DB. You can find me on the Majestic Goose as Nellitha, obviously, on Crits and Knits. You can also find me with Danny on That's Pretty Crafty, where we pretend to know how to craft things and talk about nerdy stuff sometimes. I'm also the GM for for Roll for Weird, which is our Monster of the Week stream and podcast. It airs once a month, third Friday of the month, and I try to get the podcast out every other Friday. What else? Oh, you can catch me over at the Nerd Asylum, where I do a bunch of other things. We play Vampire the Masquerade. We're starting a different Monster of the Week game called Spirit. I run an Altered Carbon game called Anthropocene. And then I'm also on a podcast called 20-Sided Adventures. And I think that's everything. You can find me on the internet as Deebles_Todd on Twitter and Instagram. Danny.
All right. So I am Danny. I am your DM here tonight. You can find me all over the Majestic Goose Network. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram as Danielle Lanois. You can find Crits and Knits on Twitter and Instagram as Crits and Knits on both of those. Check us out. We do try to post, at least occasionally, photos of our progress on our various projects, and hopefully we'll be able to do some of those over the next week or so that we can have a little bit of stuff for you guys to see. It's a little bit easier to see up close when we take a still photo rather than just holding it up in front of the screen. The other thing that I do want to make sure I mention is GooseCon 2022. We're in 2022. When did that happen?
Time has no meaning.
Like 2 months ago, Danny. That's how months work.
Look, I am doing things at work where I'm putting 2023 on stuff, so
that's fair.
Dates are nothing to me anymore. But GooseCon
Time
2022.
is an illusion.
Time is an illusion. It's a weird soup.
If you would also like to support, the network, you can become a patron for us, where it helps us make shows like this and funds our other shows. Mm-hmm. And also just go listen to all our podcasts. We have so many.
We do have quite a few podcasts and shows like
Streams.
This you can catch on Twitch for a good amount of time after we've done the stream. And we also have a YouTube channel where you can catch just about everything fairly soon after it comes out. We're working on that. We're working on a new system.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
We're getting there. But yes, GooseCon 2022. It is still in Kickstarter form, so visit Kickstarter and search for GooseCon. It is September 30th through October 2nd, I believe, are the dates that we've got at them.
I have no idea. Adam keeps changing them.
Well, I think it's not Adam, but the venue.
So, yes.
But it is late September, early October. And right now it looks like we'll be able to get most of the cast from all of the shows out there. So if you want to meet any of us, all of us, come out and play. Go support the Kickstarter. You can get your badge at a discount now. And through Kickstarter, you can actually purchase VIP badges where you'll be guaranteed to be playing in a game with one or more members of the Majestic Goose cast, which is kind of cool. I'm excited about that. And we do also have the gang from Cast Party will be joining us as guests, which is also super exciting. They're another very cool podcast. I don't have any problem promoting people outside of our group. So, if you're looking for something else to listen to, check out Cast Party. They're very cool.
Yeah.
I think that is all. Thank you all so much for joining us. And happy knitting. Happy gaming, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.